They still, to this day, don't believe me. Even my friends don't mention anything paranormal around me. I've become obsessed with it. I've been confused, a liar. But every time I tell somebody about it, I forget more and more. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was only 8, and I don't trust Disney anymore. It was a Saturday afternoon. My mom just got back from the flea market and picked up a copy of the old Disney movie Peter Pan. She was supposedly going shopping for groceries, but she probably got distracted. This was one of the only times we all had to sit and watch a movie together. My mom's always out shopping, and I don't know what my dad's doing most of the time. My brother Trevor was there too, but he's always on his phone, Facebooking or doing some other stuff. I was the only one excited to watch this movie. So we all sat down on the living room floor and put the movie into the VCR. The screen was a little fuzzy, but the preview started. It was some of old Disney's previews. But then something a little peculiar happened. On the title screen, it had a roof of the house, like in the original movie, but Wendy, John Peter, and a dog were sleeping on the roof in the air, ignoring it, and played the movie. It was the same as it would have been until the part came where Peter's shadow came into the room. When it landed on the floor of the room, Wendy looked at it, as she does in the movie. Then the camera started to pan out the sky. Then the most terrifying thing happened. As it panned out, you could hear Wendy's blood-curdling screaming. My dad, panicking, went to the VCR and took out the tape as soon as it went wrong. He told us it was glitching, then told us to go to bed. Trevor and I, scared really bad, slowly went to bed. I slept on the bottom bunk, and he slept on the top. We both stayed up all night, too paranoid to sleep. After 3 hours after we laid down, Trevor was too tired to stay up, but I could not go to sleep. Being only 8, I started to sing my favorite song, Day in the Life by the Beatles, to help me fall asleep. Soon enough, I did, but my dreams were filled with the horrific screams of Wendy and what Peter's shadow might have done to her. Morning came fast, and my mom and dad told Trevor, and I try not to tell anybody about the movie. As hard as it is, we didn't. When we were on our way home, we both thought we were being followed. We just ignored it, because we thought it was paranormal. It was a pretty normal afternoon. After dinner, we both went to bed, being not as paranoid or scared as I was yesterday. We both were able to get some sleep. But then I woke up about 12:30 a.m. I heard something. It jingled and was fairly quiet. Then the lamp on my nightstand was knocked over. I was too scared to do anything about it, so I slumped in my covers and closed my eyes. After about 30 minutes, I was able to look up at the underside of the top bunk to see Peter's Pan's shadow just sitting there watching me. I ran from the bed as fast as I could into my parents' room, them reassuring me and telling me it was just a dream. I still refused to sleep in my room. Of course, I ended up sleeping in their room for the night. Sleeping with my parents, I always had a great night's sleep, but when I woke up, the most disturbing thing ever happened to me. I was sleeping in the middle of the desert, alone with the shadow. Terrified, I ran away from it, only to find a 75-foot drop. The shadow was hacking into my brain. Possessed, I hopped off the drop, only to figure out that it was all a dream. It felt so real. There is no way this could have been a dream. That night, I slept in my room with my brother again. After going to some counseling the following day, I had never been so unafraid of anything in my whole life. I tried waiting for the shadow to appear on the underside of my bed so I can confront it, but I got too tired and fell asleep, waking up in the middle of the night for the same reason I did before. I looked to see the shadow watching me. Then I reached out to where the knife of the shadow would be. I got a knife and stopped. I looked at the head of the shadow instead, then becoming conscious, crawled into a ball in my covers. I started to sing A Day in the Life to calm me, and forget everything that had to do with this night. Then I noticed I wasn't the one singing it. Trevor started screaming, and I ran out of my room and turned on the light. Trevor crying, I looked at the underside of the room to see a red piece of paper pulled up in the room. I opened it. 17.5/6. Who said curly letters? I don't know what this monster wanted, but it got him because Trevor was never able to speak again. This was all based on true story.